So there's a suicide strat for Mario. The way it works is you try to get him to get pushed off the stage uh, while you're in range for him to do an attack. And at that point, he will do an attack while having no stage below him, for example, down B or an aerial, and then just fall down to the blast zone. Um, the easy way I've thought of to make this work is to make him roll behind you by literally just staring at him, and then with your back right next to the ledge. That way he is on the ledge, and then you just literally walk into him, pushing him off the stage, and then he immediately just does a move and then falls. I will try to show this in right now and see if he cooperates. The first 3 times I did it, it worked completely perfectly. Um, so just dance around here and then just walk off, and then there we go. He just suicides immediately. The key thing is your positioning is very important in this. What I did to make sure my positioning was okay is I rolled right to the ledge, then I walked a very small amount away from it. That way when he rolled behind me, he was now on the ledge side and I was on the stage side. Then I could just walk towards him and just push him off. If you're a bigger character or if your positioning was perfect to begin with, you don't even have to move, you're just going to push him off naturally. I personally think it's a better idea to walk into him just in case. That way you're guaranteed to push him off the stage. Most of the time he will just use a move like up air as he did, or down here, something like that, and then just fall to his death. Occasionally he may just double jump instead. I am not sure if this is dependent on how far you push him off the stage, but this is a very consistent strat, and if it fails, you can just reset it up. My estimation is if you get it on your second try, it is faster than dealing damage using the strat that I usually use, which is jump, double jump, aerial going upwards, aerial going downwards, platform drop, aerial going downwards repeatedly. I would say the second time is still a time save. The third time might be even on, no, the third time you're probably starting to lose time, but it is very consistent from what I've noticed. So I'm just making this highlight so that other people can see the strat and try it out. I did this on very hard difficulty. I think I still have 2 stocks left, but regardless, it was on very hard difficulty. For very hard, this should be very consistent. For normal, it's not going to be as consistent because the AI will sometimes not attack on normal versus very hard where they usually almost always attack. Very easy, this is not going to work very well at all, so I wouldn't bother trying it. But for very hard, this looks like a very consistent strategy, so one that I would recommend people at least take a look into and try out because it could save you. For me, it will probably save 10 to 15 seconds on every character on the Mario stage. The characters I would not recommend doing this for are Yoshi, Kirby, and Yoshi, Kirby, and DK, because for all 3 of those characters, there are faster strats, which for Kirby it involves using neutral B and falling and having him die from that. For DK involves grabbing him forward through a car, going him walking off, and having him break out at the very end. And for Yoshi, just putting him into an egg and then pushing the egg off that way is a lot faster than this as well. Otherwise, for every other character, it is faster to do it this way, I believe. A suicide strat is, like, we've been trying to find suicide strats that are consistent, but this one I believe for the very hard difficulty is very consistent. And I would recommend people at the very least try it and see if they want to implement it into their runs. I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm saying it's something that's definitely, if you're doing very hard runs, it's definitely worth trying out. As I said, I got my first 3 times, my first 3 attempts, and I got it this one very easily as well. But yeah, it's something I would recommend trying out. Having him walk to you from far away is ideal. So if he's immediately in front of you, he's not going to roll behind you. So try to reposition him, like roll behind him so he rolls farther away to the center of the stage, and then have him come into you normally. There's a lot of experimentation that will be needing to be done to fully understand this, but I would highly recommend, at the very least, looking into it to see if it works for you and to see if it will work in your runs. Anyways, that's that Millimar suicide strategy, and hopefully it works for you. And I will see you guys at some point in the near future. And that's